So guys, maganda ba yung brain X views? Final Fantasy brain X views. Paano ito gawin? Okay, so ano yung question ko kanina? Can you create your own block? So ano yung sagot? Yes or no? It's a big no! O, sinong magbibigay ng explanation habang nagtulog si projector? Okay. So, who will agree that it's possible? Sino nag-guess? Sige, ito lang. So, hindi mo na kailangan itong ba? Just casually tell it. Yes? 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 Good. Sige. So, the answer is unanimous na yes. Imposible daw no, kasi tinatanong pa daw. Actually, makes sense. But, I will predict. So, i-slate mo lang yung lagaan.
Okay.
Bro, pasang-sang pa, ano. Kahit nakadirect na. Kaya guys, let me just fix the projector kasi napagod na yata.
Decipher. Comfortable.
Wow.
Siya yung only pumunta ng pag-tayo. Diba?
Okay.
Who else done first?
Tinanggal mo agad.
Order na natin ang projector.
Sponsor na
Bibili lang din kami ng sariling project. Yung projector na drone pa. Para lumilipad din siya niya.
Pwede.
Ano ang best na room dito sa building nyo? Meron ba kayo parang lab? Sa lab. Kasi di ba parang lahat ng school may gano'n? Kaya sana doon tayo mag-klase. Kasi
case room. Nawala na. Ito yung case room.
Ay, ito ba yun?
Yung classroom.
Kasi, di ba, pag if you want yung spring lock, what's that?
Sila ako lalabas.
Sumukat.
Library tayo.
Mawawala tayo.
Halos free tayo.
Ayan. Kailangan lang yun na hinihimas ng konti para ang magic lang. Okay, sorry about that. But the question was about blocks. So the answer is yes. And if you are trying to look for it, you will go back to the blocks, custom blocks library. Ayan, diba? So under block layout, we know na pag gusto natin maglagay ng stuff or content sa sidebar, it's rearranging the blocks of your page or your site. And you do that here in block layout. Kaso, if you notice, all that you have been trying to add, so dito sa may sidebar first, and yung search, and yung tools, if I press place block, all you were able to look for were pre-made stuff, like the search, the tools, the user tagging comments, and so on. Now, for you to add your own block, you press add custom block, and you can just create your own custom block. And it has the same powers of having CK editor, right? So it means that you can imagine anything in a sidebar and create anything with HTML. You can put images, text, or whatever, right? So in this case, gawin natin, gumawa tayo ng, let's say, office hours schedule. Diba? Yung mga businesses, they have their office hours. So let's create a table using my new super HTML text formatter. Diba? Kasi wala table yung full HTML. Gagawa ko ng table, so office hours. So let's create a table. Ilang araw sa isang linggo? How many days in 1 week? 7. Tama? So 8, gawa ko ng 8 rows. And then 2 columns, the day and the hours. So headers, first row. And then, let's say, okay. See that? May table na? Can you see that? Table. So I can adjust this. I'll call this day of the week. And our office hours, or open times. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and also siyempre meron din Friday and Saturday, Sunday. Okay? So guys, how was I able to do this? Yung may table, I configured a new text format called Super HTML, and I added so many other powers. Yung table, and meron pa nga formula, yung pag-show mo mga symbols, and all that. Okay, so table. So open dito, let's say 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Right? And then I'll just copy paste. Pero dito Saturday, 8 to 12 na lang. Tapos pagdating na Sunday, close. Okay? So gumawa lang ako ng isang HTML na sample. And you can see the source. There it is. Ganyan ang paggawa ng table. And I will save this as a new custom block. Anong pangalan ng custom block na ginawa ko? Office hours. Okay? It has a name. It has now the same features with any other block you have been using so far. Yeah. So with blocks, here, you now have office hours. You can now have the power to assign a block in a certain content type. Ibig sabihin, lalabas siya for holding articles, o pag basic page lang. So in this case, I will put it, leave ko lang siya na uncheck para sa lahat lalabas siya. And I want to put it sa second sidebar, which is on the right side. Right? So let's select sidebar second here. Sidebar second. And save up. And at that point, here, my empty sidebar, my lonely sidebar now have a office hours block. Kaso medyo pangit. Kasi hindi ko inayos yung alignment. So let's fix that. So to fix that, you fix not the, you don't even have to theme it. Here, instead of going to sa custom block layout, napansin nyo ba pag hino-hover ninyo yung mouse nyo with some section, may lumalabas na icon with a pencil. That's an edit prompt. So if I click that, ganyan, I can actually quick edit or configure block. If I press quick edit, outright, nilalabas na parang pwede ka mag-edit. Although, siguro applicable yan pag yung mga simple text lang or picture. I'll go ahead with edit. So, click edit. And I don't have to follow yung mahaba kanina. Click. I just go ahead. And I'll modify this table. I'll go source. And kaya pa siya naglalagpas. Napansin nyo, ano yung setting ko na nagpapalagpas sa kanya? Do you see it? Yung width, 500. How can I make this always doon lang sa sidebar content niya? Can you guess? 100%. Thank you. So, 100% will fix this. Nagsobra. Ano yan? Nagsobra? No, kasi 100% yan. It will always fill out its container. So, good. And there you go. I now have a block on my sidebar where I now have search na may kasama na siya. Hindi siya naman dito. Right? So, let's go back with the concept. So, adding sidebar content, or in this sample, we're trying to highlight blocks, is a method where here in Drupal, we have this thing called blocks that's not really a node. Kasi ang node is an article, right? It's a page. It's anything that you save and all these stuff. Pero yung nasa sidebar, office hours, iba content din yun. So parang it's like in the middle ground in terms of web. It also serves like a functional kind of section in your page. Hindi siya node, but it serves a purpose. So it's like in between. So Drupal, to solve these many things that kailangan natin lagay na something on the side, like ads, right? Lagay ka sa gilid ng picture ng ads, right? I know, maraming ads sa website, right? You can add like a slideshow, recent articles, recent comments, yung mga ganun stuff that would be applicable, not really a content per se, but could be a group of content na functional, but worded nilagay sa side or any section of your page. And blocks is the answer. So to do that, you go to your structure, blocks. Aside from just aligning them, rearranging them, you can actually add custom blocks, where you can also use sa designated or and modify a lot of things. Now, hindi lang yan ang feature na maganda, no? But if you want to put pictures, logo, pwede, no? I think kaya. So, I'll create another block here. You can actually go to your custom block library here. So, I'll go to structure, tapos yung block layout, imbis na add custom block, meron custom block library. If you want to know every single block that you have made so far, you can see a list, parang content list lang din, but this time we're talking about blocks. So if you want to add, this is also the place to add custom block. And there you go. So gawin tayo ng let's say company logo. Let's put my company logo here. Picture na naman, so let's choose another photo. I have some photos here. I think meron tayong ano ngayon sponsor.
Globally.
Ha?
Globally sponsor.
Meron tayong sponsor, right? Ayan, aking sponsor na yun. Right?
Ang nagpakain sa akin po lang.
Official food sponsor.
Yun.
I don't know. And say that. And here, I didn't place a block anywhere yet. I just made a custom block for later on some folks who want to use it. And this is a library of your blocks. So, mamaya, kung gusto kong maglagay ng logo dito sa gilid, you can do that. So, to do that, you go to your block layout, right? And then you select the section you want to add. You put it on the sidebar second again, place block, and natin you see company logo. There you go. Later on, napakadami ng blocks. So, you will be using the search more often. Okay? And you save the block. Ngayon, just to demonstrate another feature of blocks, na yung company logo, I won't let that appear sa articles. Gusto ko lalabas lang siya when we go to a home page or about us or services page. So I'm gonna click basic page and save block. And if I go back to my site, yung home, so ito yun, wala. Because home is not a basic page, it's just it's home. If I go to about, there it is. Ayan si Jollibee logo, right? And, balikan ko sa aking article, yun, wala rin si Jollibee. So what did I do? In docs, in my custom doc library, yung aking company logo, I added a simple picture and I modified its placement sa aking doc layout. So here, I'll configure si company logo and check ko, lalabas lang siya sa basic page. Right? So pwede rin yun na yung ads lalabas lang pag article na ganito, content type na ganito, diba? And all the other stuff that you want. So you now have a logic that you did not code. You have a logic for your content to show up for a certain page, sets of pages, or just a simple page. Okay? Yeah. So may ano kayong pang, pwede kayong gumawa ng, let's say, dashboard page na puro blocks of relevant content. So for now, nagaling ko muna. Let's put it there. Okay? Usually, we also try to demo aside from yeah. So I'm trying to open a video, a random video online. And if I want to, if you want to put a video in your web page, you can, or you will, embed human innovation. Right? So in YouTube, for example, I want to use this and put it in my website. Because you have CK editor in place and have the idea of blocks, so maglagay na ng video dun sa aking section. I'm gonna add this, and you know the power called embed, right? So here, under share, merong embed. What this does is, you have now the power to copy a snippet of HTML and create a block that you can add the video. We have a video. So company, YouTube, video, and I'm gonna paste it this time not as image na insert. Source. Right? Bakit source kasi is not HTML. I'm gonna put this, and also to make it look good, yung width niya, I'll make it 100%. And I'll put the height away. And, or, let me put that in full HTML first. Yeah. So here, I copy paste a YouTube video. embed, iframe, and I put that, gawin natin yung grade niya is 100%, see? And, yeah, so here, I'm just doing HTML, guys, in the embed. And at that point, when I save this, I can also add a new block called YouTube. Block. And in my homepage that I see, in our YouTube video, I go to my homepage, and there you go, yung YouTube video condition. I can play that, and actually put that like header, right? Para mas malaki, mas cute, or more hours. Ngayon, now, I have a custom block. Ngayon, sir, ba't iba namin website, natatry namin na pag pinis lang namin yung YouTube video, automatic na lumalabas yung viewer. Diba sa Facebook na, pag pinis mo yung video ng YouTube, ilalabas na. Okay? But, try na. So, if I have, so, Facebook, sa Facebook, diba pag pinis mo yung video sa yung Facebook feed, you can already see the video. Right? So, even nga pictures, pag pinis mo yung picture, lalabas na siya. And if you're curious of how that works, yan, case ko to, and pag-load yan, hindi dapat tiki, diba? Lalabas na dito yung video. Diba, that happens. So, that style is what we call OMN, or video embed, where if you put a video, automatically your block or your content will render the necessary embed code para lumabas yung video. Sige nga sir, paano ginagawa yun? So, imbis na gagawin ko HTML ganito, here, pag nilagay yung YouTube na ganyan, what happens is, magiging video na kagad siya. Right? But in my case, nangyari ba? Hindi, di ba? Pag sinend ko to, magiging URL lang. So, sige, refresh ko. Yan. Right? So, ngayon, yun yung feature na gusto sa website. How can I do that? Okay? Do you think what should we do? Should we code na? Should we do something about this? What are you going to do since kung nga gusto ko may video doon, pero gusto ko sa blog, pero gusto ko automatic? So, what will be your frame, o paano mo kayo solve yung problem na kayo? This is a teaser question. Mukhang may salut na eh. Sira? Sino? Ano yan? Ano yan? Module! Tama ba? Module? Saan ang tawag sa module na eh? YouTube module. Tama? Ano kaya? So good. So tama, module. Right? So, in this case, you are trying to solve a certain problem because it's not a default feature of Drupal. And correct, dapat isipin nyo, baka may module na yun. So ano ang tawag sa gano'n? Sa ginagawa na yun? Is it YouTube module? So let's like Drupal 8 YouTube module. Right? So, ayun. So sabi nito, merong YouTube field. Ah. Okay. Yeah. And when you do that, yan, pag finish mo daw yun, YouTube, Sciences, so on and so forth. Okay. So that's a good way of thinking for solving that. Pero I'm gonna give you a tip now. Yung technique na yun, kanina yung ginagawa na pag finish yun, lumalabas na agad. It's actually something that we call OMN. Have you heard of it before? OMN? Yes? And yes, so congrats. So OMN here, so it's a feature where it's a central body na pag finish mo URL, ano agad nung sign mo na, oh, kukunin to, YouTube to yung URL mo. So I will convert it this way para mas maganda. So in Drupal 8, what you would probably want to look for is an O-embed feature that will convert your Drupal site and then O-embed. There it is. Ayan. At ang dami pa nilang modules. So in my problem, gusto ko matulad doon sa Facebook ng place mo yung YouTube video, lalabas sa automatic, hindi i-embed pa. URL na lang. So let's try to see if this will solve it. Okay, so here, sabi dito, this module will allow Drupal site embed content from OML providers as well as site blah. Okay? So, kaso, ang problema, Drupal, embed lang mo. Ay. Pero kaya isa pa dito eh. Drupal, iyon. Drupal dito. Ano pangalan niya? Simple o embed. So try natin ito, baka masolve niya yung problem natin. I haven't tried this before yet. We will try this live. So let's try to download and save this and install. So I'm gonna download. And kung nakalimutan niyo kung paano mag-install ng video ng embed, install new module and output the file. Install. Now let's try to make sure this will work. And so embed. Run din ang okay, simple to embed. There you go, na-install ko na siya. It's working. Let's flush all caches para make sure na nag-work. And sabi dito, just to remind you, every time you install a module, okay, ginagawa ko ito kasi magpabilis para sa pagtuturo. Pero in real life, in your life, you download but you read. For example, baka may nakalimutan kayong i-install na tool. So sabi dito, ayan so configure your text format at admin blah. Right? This sounds familiar, diba? Pinakita kong text format. So here, ibig sabihin, when you install this, it will introduce a new text format for your field. Sige nga. So let's see. Configure text format. And this time, I'll create an O-embed format. Okay? O-embed. And I'll put, say, sige, sure or none. Put everything here. And eventually, if I read this further, malalaman ko dito na dapat ko pala siya i-configure where saan na yung O-embed filter. Yan. Ito niya, lumabas na siya yung simple O-embed filter. Right? Meron ng bagong filter that would let me, whenever I use this format, pag nagawin ako ng YouTube doon, dapat automatically convert it. So let's try. Hopefully this will work. And there's the list of everything. And I'll save. Okay? So I've installed na yung aking simple O-embed. Ang plano, gusto ko automatic yung YouTube videos ko na lumalabas. And in some way, I can do that by converting my new page with O-embed. And gagawin natin itong paragraph na yan. Let's try. Hopefully this will work. And if I do, then we solve it. Okay. Then, okay ba? Although ang nangyari lang is 500 bit. So you just tweak this in a way where it will fit your use case. But obviously, kita nyo naman, I was able to solve another problem for my sidebar. Nagaya ko ng module na, gusto kong automatic yung YouTube. O-embed. That was the tool. And I was able to learn that today. Okay ba? So, meron kayo bagong tool, yung blocks, and use that to put anything anywhere in your layout. You put custom content, you put images, media, and now I've introduced even video. And to add more to that, we even tried performing a extension of the feature, which is YouTube. Okay? So let's have a exercise now. Kasi I've already covered quite a lot for today. So for the next 15 minutes, please create another page in your site. It could be about us, it could be services, and try to make it beautiful by adding images and also adding sidebar content. And let's see what you can do in 15 minutes. I'm testing you not to make beautiful, may pagandahan. I'm trying to test you, or let you test yourself, how much you can do now with Drupal with so far what you have known. So yun lang, let's be straight 15 minutes para matry nyo lang. And then, just to self-check yourself, ano yung sinabi ko sir ito kanina? We're gonna try it out. Okay? If you have questions, just raise your hands. Lahat kami dito will go near you so that you can configure it. You can even try the module na sinabi ko, or even you can try another extra module that you can find or you would like to use. Okay? Okay ba? So it starts, last minute. Well, timing tayo. Sige, you start now. So 7:30 is my chop time. And then by around 7:45, let's keep on raising our question. Yung mga nagawa ng page. So one page and a couple of sidebar content along with it. Okay? Sige, yan. Para medyo... Kaya may pang-music dapat, diba? May pang-music pag mag-work eh. Buti, may sounds. Hindi ito pang spa, grateful yan. Okay. So, ano naisip mong gawin? Diba in-announce namin last time yung meron pa contest? Hindi ba, baka nakalimutan nyo ah. Hindi ba nakalas masyado? Hindi ko, hindi ako nag-announce eh. Kaya, hindi ba. Meron ng comparing, oh. Di ba contest, family, ano lang, self-assessment.
Hindi kasi ako, gawin yung gusto mo yung level, ano lang talaga matitino.
Well, talagang...
Okay. Guys, ano yung gamit ko? Kasi baka napapasipan mukhang yung mga algorithm ko mukhang legit. Kasi meron akong Chrome plugin. Kung Chrome gamit nyo, meron ako dito ang pangalan, Corporate Ipsum. So, install nyo siya para mas mukhang legit yung labas ninyo. Ay, nakalagay, efficiently eviscerate methods empowerment. Pero mga gibberish lang yan. Corporate Ipsum, hanapin nyo. Corporate Ipsum. Kung ayaw nyo naman yan, meron din kami favorite. Becky Ipsum. Very powerful. Ang bukod tanging dummy text generator. Oh, okay na. Go na. Okay? So, nag-generate kayo ng Becky Ipsum. Lolit Ipsum Keme. Sign out. Para mas cute nga naman. Di ba? Making Ipsum Keme. Sign natin ha. Lolit Ipsum Keme. 40 years. Bayan all kung may siya lang makiyaw ng chapter siya ma.
I-feed mo kay Siri, bro.
Ha?
I-feed mo kay Siri.
Ay, Siri. Siri, keme siya nga. Hindi ka naintindihan. Keme siya nga, Siri. Give me Michelle.
Okay, here's the contact information for Michelle Dad.
Oh no!
Oh no! Siri! Sino yan?
Lam na this.
Tignan lang kung Michelle.
Lang ba?
Na-record din sa streaming.
GG.
Actually guys, maraming gumagawa ng mga Lolit Ipsum fun stuff. Actually, may nakita ba akong weird, parang Game of Thrones Ipsum, meron pang Final Fantasy Ipsum, yung mga games, mga ganun. Kasi I think nabobore na sila dahil di ba, sa dami na ginagawa nilang website, para mas fun nga naman. May Tagalog din na Ipsum pero mas maganda tong big Ipsum. Ito na, mag-ikat na ako. Hindi ko check, tingnan ko lang tayo. Ano ang battery? Teka na kumain yan.
Ano, bato na ako.
Mas masarap yung... Sir Paul, magkano yung ano nyo? Ano? Yung monthly ninyo yan?
Matagal na kasi, mga 2 years na.
Ano yun?
Yung 1,000.
Ultera.
1,200. 2,500.
Bumalik sa, sa Wi-Fi.
Wi-Max pa rin naman yata yan.
Hindi, yung luma yung luma.
Yung luma, malis-mali
Yung bumalik sa mga tabo. Kung pumiyak ka na sa tabo.
Malaking tabo.
Ayun, lol.
Okay, gets ko na. Alam ko yung papakita.
Start ko na eh.
Kaya kayo na siya ito ko na nabuli. Malas na ako.
Yan na, diba? Pag naglagay ka pa ng mga other CK editor, add-ons, marami ka na magagawa. Yun, yung ginawa ni Sir Paul na may Drupal 8 na yung CK editor views. Di ba yung ginawa ko dati?
Nagawa ko pa lang, hindi pa na natapos.
Ginawa ni Dave sa CK editor, pwede ka mag-embed ng views sa page. So, imbis na gagawa ka pa ng di ba, ng page manager, layout, pwede yun na lang, i-HTML mo na lang ng content. So, isang page ka na fully, inarititin mo, tapos yung views mo, ilagay mo na. Tapos na, kesa yung meron ka pang module na...
Saka mas pa yung performance. Kasi kapag marami kang blocks na nilalagay doon, kasi yung pinaka-fastest way naman yung pagawa ka ng blocks, tapos kaya naman sinunuban mo sa mga placeholders. Pero kung sobrang dami nun, kung nag-open ka ng block manager mo, bago siya, itong embed, hindi siya nag-load doon. Isa na lang.
Yes. Kaya yun meron pang CK editor embed.
Integrated na sa SIG editor na pag kung ano yung SIG editor mo na set up, i-check mo lang doon na pwede siya mag-embed. Actually, hindi ko lang pinakita, pero pwede mo rin i-check yung shift o embed, di ba? Pwede mo i-check yung sa filter ng SIG editor eh. So kahit hindi ka na mag-separate na text editor. So kahit na yung full HTML, lagyan mo lang ng SIG editor, SIG filter. Alabas na rin siya, di ba? Pero hindi kaya sila integral. Ano yan? Ano ba? Korean train. Meron naman nangyayari. Hindi, nakuha mo naman yung sa website. Hindi ko yung ma-register sa Facebook.
Gian!
So bored.
Ay ka naman bored.
Ano ba? Basta? Oh, last 5 minutes!
Umiyaga pa sa mga gacha game. Ano yun eh, basta ano yun, yung sa Japanese na random
Room.
mga random games.
Nawala ko yun.
Radio na kayo na mag-random na lang. Ganyan yun, pero yung list na
Experimenters.
Ay, nako ko rin na pa.
ganyan ako natuto. Sa Japanese version ng Timeless, wala, nalira.
Ano ba to? Yung experience.
Halo-halong
Parang
Final
procedure
Fantasy.
na
Tama ako lang. Ayaw.
procedure na hindi fighting.
Yung ano niya, third vision.
Wow.
Parang Final Fantasy. Perfect.
Ano
Tsaka may story.
Last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes. Last 5 minutes.
Last 5 minutes was brought to you by Jollibee. Jollibee, ang kapsarap. And if you have questions also, kasi at this point, ngayon nyo pala siguro naisip na, uy, baka pwede kong gawin dito, pwede kong gawin dito. Aside from asking us, aside from asking Drupal.org, the website, no, let's talk together, let's review. Maggamit kayo ng Ipso.
Ending pa lang yan ang page. Pwede mo pang i-edit si Core ng Drupal.
Magawa pa kayo ng mga custom module.
So guys,
Sa laptop. Actually, hindi na
yung pera pa bumili siya ng sale, bumili siya ng PUBG.
Yung sa website ko.
Pwede yan, technically. Ang araw nito, mga
Nandun lang. Lumapans.
technically, yung
hindi ko alam
editor
kung
yan.
lahat tayo na dati kahit saan pinag-ingat lang dito.
Ito lang yung picture. Hindi nga, if mo ilagay mismo yung game mo, kailangan sa doon.
Oh, wait.
$200. Oo, bayar ako ng international. TI 345. Hindi ko dati. Dami ko kayo nakuha ng items na oo, compendium item.
Okay? So far, meron na bang masaya na sila gawa nila? Eh, yung malungkot. So far, good? What? page, build a block, and you made that in 15 minutes. First pineapple. Okay. Happy? Good. Okay. Sige. Okay, stop muna tayo. And I'll let you I'll give you 1-2 minutes to appreciate your work and review, no? Have some feedback. What do you think? So, ano muna yung madali? Can you tell me anything in the process of building a page and a blog felt easy? Can someone say ano yung madaling part? Make a field, good. So making a field is good. Search ng module, good. Ano ba? Adding content, adding block, ano bang madali? So obviously yung CK editor siguro. Or was it hard? Anything hard? Anong difficult dun sa nagawa niyo so far? Implementing yung module kasi you have to study the module, correct? And anong module yung tinry niyo? Weather module. Nice. Sa iba, may tinry ba kayong other special module that's related to content, adding content or blocks? Wala. Okay. Sino nagtanggal ng module? Ayaw na gawin dito. Galing natin. Galing natin agad. So thank you for doing that. And first, before you step away for that feeling na ginawa ninyo, I want you to realize na you made something in 15 minutes, and then imagine nyo if you're gonna build that not using Drupal. And imagine how you're gonna do that not using Drupal. 3 hours. 3 hours? Ano ba? Ano, 3 days?
3 hours na.
Okay. So it could be 3 hours, it could be 30 minutes, it could be a day. But the fact is, it's always easier compared to the alternative. So enjoy that kasi that's one of the powers that we are trying to share. So aside from the cool stuff of how to use it, that effect also for you for building something. And you can imagine building something really way cool. Than just a simple So, anong tawag pag ginagay? Anong tawag sa ginagay ng kamay? Yung may papagpag. Di ba pagpagpag doon? May English yun eh. I can't remember. Pero after you've done your work, pag kayo ng mahima, you just finish something, no? You clean your hands and shake it. Now, the next thing that we really love about Drupal, and we already covered the idea of adding content. The next thing to cover is something that we call views and taxonomy. I think you remember that in some first terminologies. We use the term taxonomy or vocabulary, and the term about views where you group content together. Okay? Okay. So I'm still with my Drupal site. I'm still using my same Drupal installation. And for, ano lang, sample sake, imagine nila na nakapag-create na ako ng maraming module. Maraming article. Okay? Ang hirap imagine. Sige, I will let you imagine. I will create multiple articles right now. Okay? And to do that, I'm gonna share to you a module really good for developers, which is Devel. So Drupal Devel, not Devil, Devel. So if you go to Google search Drupal Devel, you will find the module under org. You can install that right now. Yeah. See there? Devel. And let's install it together like that. So natin, it's quite easy. And install natin siya. Okay? So please install. Install please, Devel. Kanan. Ako na-install ko na. Sige. So before you install that, let me just make a quick side tip. No? I know you're using Apprentice desktop right now. Right? Now, work studying as early as today, kasi we're gonna go with taxonomy and views. Gusto kong gumawa ng maraming articles and ask you to look for Devel. Now, aside from installing Devel, I have one more thing to share. If you go to Apprentice desktop, parang may icon sa gilid. Yung parang icon ng command prompt. Okay? So if you click that, you will go to a command prompt or a command line terminal. Okay? We have a thing called Drush or Drupal shell. Or ako ang tawag sa kanya, Drupal Rush. Kasi napaparush niya yung mga work ko. So I'm gonna install the module Devel. Instead of finding it in the internet, please try this command. Ay, nawala yung slides ko. Okay, please try this command. Sulat pa na lang. Drush. Tapos, N Devel -y. Okay. And I'm just trying you to follow me. So here, ang ginawa ko, pupunta ako dun sa aking app via the desktop. Pinindot ko yung icon ito. And it has a command line terminal. When I open it, the command line terminal would let me run a command. Ano yung command? Ulitin natin ano yung command? Drush in Devel -y. So what this does is if you search the internet, Drush is the tool that let you do something in the command line for your website. N or enable means I want to enable the module and you put the module name here. Tapos naglagay na lang ako ng Y para automatically yes, sasagutin yes. Okay. So, can you try that? Here in your terminal, click this and download. And for you to prove na nagkaroon ako ng Devel, without downloading it, I just refresh my site and you should see Devel. Okay. Ayan. Diba? Diba ako, diba? So please do that and let me know if that works as well. I'm going to share to you Devel, the module, which is good for developers. And I just shared to you Drush, which is good for command line savvy folks. Ngayon, kung ayaw nyo naman gawin yung Drush, okay lang. It's just one-off for this time. I won't be letting you or forcing you to use this public time. But, di ba kayo, dinownload nyo pa sa internet, ako, gawa lang ako ng isang command line. Right? So, you decide with what's better. Okay? Okay na? Install na? Okay na, guys? Place your hand pag hindi mo ma-download or nagkaroon kayo ng problem. Yeah. And habang inaantay yung iba, while you're at it, actually, if you don't know, you can actually install not just one, but 2 or 3 or more modules or themes at the same time. So Drush and Devel, and the another submodule called Devel Generate was installed. So pag ginawa ko yan, I'll run it. Yan po yung aking window. Drush and Devel generate y and able to run. Okay, so far so good. Okay na? Nag-run? Sino nagka-error? Okay? So ako naka-enable na kaya question mark. But for you guys, for you to make this run, you go to Aquadev desktop and you click that command icon there, ilalabas na command prompt, and then just run the drush command for installing modules. Okay. So if you're going to be curious, by the way, about drush, if you're gonna be a more command line savvy person, drush is a separate another tool that's been made there by the community. You can see drush.org for commands available, how to install, and so many other things. It's a commercial for you guys. Okay. Sige na, okay na? Devel Generate, it's working? Okay, good. No problems, ha? I'll go ahead na. Sige. So if you have installed Devel and Devel Generate, okay. So what I have here, Devel Generate, is a tool where I can create dummy users, nodes, menus, or even taxonomy terms. Okay? You're gonna use this starting today until later on for you to make a lot of stuff. Custom article, custom pages. Okay? Nakakabilis. So let's try to do 50 articles at once. So let's try to run that. So to run it, you go to configuration and you found under development, dumami yung menu, di ba? Nagkaroon ng development, devel settings, generate content, and so many other things. And even so, you can see Devel, meron na Devel na icon doon sa inyong toolbar. So you can go there, so you can run a lot of stuff. Okay? So what I want you to have is to generate content. Right? So gagawa tayo ng maraming articles. So let's generate content. And here I want you to go to generate content and check natin yung article lang. Okay? So it's not really that hard kasi when you just go to install Devel and you go to configuration Devel Generate, it's just like click of a button. So I'm gonna go to article lang. I want to create an article only, worth 50. I want to make 50 articles. And you can even customize how long these articles or how old, and even comments. Diba? Marami na comments. So, doon tayo mga comments. Hindi na.
It's 8 o'clock.
Okay. And random stuff. Okay? So, I'm gonna click this generate. Okay? So, sabay-sabay tayo. O, nauna na kayo sa akin. Sige, kung nauna kayo, very good. Okay? And generate. And hindi na, lagay na. Sige, tapos na. Okay? Yan. So, warning lang, pag nag-create kayo ng let's say 2,000, syempre, yung computer niyo kung gaano kabilis, gano'n din kabilis kung yung katagal pala bago siya mag-generate. So, if you create 50-50, kaya-kaya ng computer niyo, dala na kung konti lang naman yung fields. In this case, yung articles, ang field lang naman is ito. Right? Okay, did it work? Yes! How do I know? I go to content, and I can see a very long list of articles available. Dami. Okay? Ibidem Cisco Virtus, Conceptual Vignico, Properties. Okay? So, legit na to na okay ba? Did it work for you guys? O, sige. Ayan. So, for those who are going to be curious, kasi I don't want to use this anymore, this is an extra thing. If you want to have a more realistic generated content, there's an extra module that you can add, which is called realistic dummy content. Right now, when you generate content, puro ganyan yung mga picture. Mga normal placeholder photos. Pero pag ginamit niyo yung realistic dummy content, you enable this, and then you will now see stock photos, color, instead na color blocks, and you can even generate na medyo mas magaganda yung mga sulat niya ng arts. Okay? Yeah. And you can customize it. Okay? So, kung gusto lang na yung pictures medyo maganda, yun lang. Okay, so let's see our page. Let's refresh. Do I have a long list of photos? There it is. Ayun, may picture. Picture. And picture. Okay ba? Marami na kayo articles? Okay. Sige. Very good guys. So, kung nagawa niyo siya and it worked, let's see. Uy! Bakit? Wala ka ng battery? Panayin mo ka na ba? Kasi pala ko dahil wala kang battery. Marami tayong charger ka. So, nahilo ka na rin? Kasama ng door mo?
Hindi ko maana.
Nahirapan pa kayo makita dyan. Kasi malapit. Or dahil nakaharap ako. Sige. Nahirapan din ako kasi yung laptop. Kung ilapit ko na dito, sige, ilagay ko dito ang content. Okay? Okay. Yung screen kasi kinahati namin yung video dito sa screen. Sige, okay na. Okay, good. The bell generator is working. Perfect. Okay. So, the reason why I gave you this so that we can prepare ourselves to test taxonomy and views more properly. Kasi kung konti lang yung content ninyo, medyo boring i-test yung views in taxonomy. It will be very, very boring. So, let's now start with this. Okay? So I have an article, I have articles, and imagine niyo sa dami ng mga pictures and articles na yan, you're now in a news blog site. Make sense? No, news blog. Maraming news, maraming articles. Now, remember yung sinabi natin kanina, where you want your articles to have current affairs, sports, lifestyle, and whatever, right? How you will put them together. Okay? One answer would be, sir, nalagay kami ng field. Hindi ko nagawa ng content type in fields. Sir, I'll take one. So, here, meron lang tayo body, comments, tags, and image. If you want to add categorization here, you will probably create something like this. Add field, And I will use probably text, list text. It means a list of words that you can use. So I'll create here. Use use category or article category. Okay? So here I added a field called list, and then list sports, lifestyle, government, foreign affairs. Make sense? Okay. However, I won't recommend you doing that. So you can do this for some other purpose, like siguro meron kayong definite list of options like male or female or ano yung mga different rooms. So isang lang na room, so a list of rooms. Okay? What you better do, guys, instead of adding a field that is a list lang, I would ask you to use taxonomy or vocabulary. Okay? Ano yun? Sinerge nyo siya sa internet, try nyo. So, Drupal taxonomy. Okay? There's a very extensive article about that. There's some talks about that, and it's really great. But TLDR, ngayon po lang tao na hindi sabihin ng TLDR. Alam niyo ba sabihin ng TLDR? Too long didn't read. Okay, welcome to the club. Kasi ako rin, ngayon pa lang natutunan yan. TLDR. TLDR. Too long didn't read. Yun. So, TLDR, too long didn't read, about taxonomy. Taxonomy is a more complex way and a more efficient way as well of categorizing your content through vocabularies or terms. Okay? So for example, pag gusto mo gumawa ng vocabulary na fruits, di ba? Ano ang mga laman ng fruits na terminologies? Apple, banana, kinds of fruits, di ba? If you want to do a taxonomy term about jobs, or a job industry, so merong IT, merong design, di ba? So let's try to find how you do that in Drupal. So under structure, you see taxonomy, right? May taxonomy. So you go there, guys. And right now, ano lang ang taxonomy natin? Nag-isa lang. Tags, right? So, right now, alam na sa tags, yung hashtag or ano yung laman yung article na tag. So we'll create another one that would contain our news categories. So let's create one. Vocabulary call this news category. So news categories. Okay? And because you now have vocabulary, you can now manage all the different terms that you want under your site. So kung ang tawag nyo sa lahat ng mga articles nyo would be katulad ng nasa news site like in Pepper or when in Manila.com. You can copy that. So let's try to add terms. Sige nga, copy natin when in Manila. Ano pa nga sa when in Manila? So ang meron sila ay travel, food, and parties, art, style. Yan yung mga taxonomy term nila because all of their articles are categorized in such way. So lahat ng articles na tungkol sa art, yun lang. Lahat ng tungkol sa fashion, yun lang. That's the purpose of your taxonomy. Okay, good. So let's try that. So I'm gonna add terms, and I'll go with fashion first, and you can say that and add more until you complete everything. So art, ano pa mga news natin? Sports. Let's try 6 taxonomy terms. Okay? Ano ba? Let's try May sabi kanina, government daw. And eat food. Pwede, marami yan. So I add terms in my taxonomy called use categories. So you go ahead and add your own. And in my case, I have now a list of taxonomy. In your head, when you make taxonomy, the purpose of taxonomy is to add them into a content. Hindi siya content. Because content is like an article, page, or any other info that you store in your site. Unlike taxonomy, they're meant for describing your content. Kung siya ba ay ganitong category, siya ba ay ganito. Okay? So, some folks use this for categorizing, let's say, subjects, for subjects, for course, okay. So I now have 6, and it's listed down 6. Kaso when you make a taxonomy, they're not yet attached to your content type. So to do that, you have to modify your content type and add a reference to the term. In this case, nagawa kayo ng field na ang gagamitin niyang list is the list of text lang, is the list of whatever you put in a taxonomy. So let's do that. So I'll go back to my content type called article. I'm gonna manage field, and I'll now add a new field called use categories. So add a new field, and it's under reference. Do you see it? Taxonomy term. So it's there ready for you to use. So I'm gonna add that. So bagay ang categories lang ko. And I will now save until I find the reference type. Okay? So when you add a field that's meant to be taxonomy or vocabulary, dahil marami kayong vocabulary, you would choose that field and ano yung nagagawin niya taxonomy term. So in this case, dahil dalawa namin, tags siya ka merong taxonomy, I'll add use categories, bago na save settings. Okay? That's it. Meron na kayong taxonomy. So what will happen when I do that? If I now add a new article, there's a new field called categories. See that? So pwede na tayo mamili. Okay? So ano yung mga available? Sports, fashion, and that's really nice. No? So pwede na tayo, hindi na kayo mamuhula na lang. And if I add later on taxonomy terms here, may bago kayo category. You don't have to edit that field na dinagdag nyo ngayon sa content type. That article is already connected to whatever term list you have, and wala na kayo dapat i-connect, i-code, or what. As long as you keep on adding, removing terms in your taxonomy terms, that connection, the reference in taxonomy term in your field, will be there forever. So, malinis. Hindi magkaroon ng problem with your articles as you move forward. Okay? Let's add a new term. Gaya si Manila. Let's go. It's in adventure. That's the name. Adventure. And if I refresh the create article page, kanina I have categories. Now I have adventure. Lumabas na yung adventure. Okay? I didn't recode, I didn't reattach the field. As long as the taxonomy term is available, yun. It's a dynamic list available. Okay? Cool, right? Now, you really want to use this with more complex stuff like building a complex application for transactions and so on. Okay? Now, commonly, if you have categories or taxonomy terms that would go up more than 100, no? I recommend you to use a form field na katulad din, o yung auto-complete. Diba ang tawag sa kanya, kung nag-type kayo, meron nilabas na auto-complete. But, in conjunction with taxonomy terms na konti lang, say 10, 15, yung pwede mo na lang na i-list, like countries. Yung countries, iba, minsan 96 lang yung nilalagay or per ano. So, minsan pinipick list nila. Ano sabihin ng pick list? It's like this. So, I'm going to my content type, article, and go to manage form display. Okay? So, we haven't touched this before. This is the first time. And here, unlike yung manage fields kanina that you define kung ano yung magiging data type, here, you define lang kung ano yung itsura of how you use it in the form. Kung auto-complete ba siya, text box ba siya, or clickable widget like calendar. So here, as you can see, yung categories ko auto-complete. I can change that into something like auto-complete tag style, or my simplest form is select list. Select list is a simple pick drop down list. I'm gonna save this, and I think you get it. If you add now article, kanina, it's like tags were auto-complete, but now, it's a pick list that looks more better when making articles, right? Mas madali gamitin, no? Instead of finding an article go, because you have an alphabetically ordered article list, it's now like that. Okay? So let's just recap. I just gave you taxonomy term or vocabularies where you can use with all of your content. That will be either a term that will categorize content, segregate, or group them together using that field. It's a field that once you connect, once lang in your content type, and you don't have to do anything just to update the list in the field, but punta lang kayo sa taxonomy term list and you have a dynamic data set network. Okay? So, in the past, I've used this for super complex stuff like making knowledge bases or making yung directory system for users. You know? So, you can now make not just a website that has articles, you can even create systems for any kind of entity like user, projects, or even shopping websites. Diba? Uy, sir, paano ko nang i-shopping website? Di ba yung mga products sa Lazada? Napakadami nun. Right? I'm gonna show you a very, very good example of taxonomy. So, let's go to the favorite website of everyone called Lazada. Okay? And paano mag-search sa Lazada? Di ba may mga terms? Electronics, fashion. These are your taxonomy vocabulary as well. If you click that, napansin nyo napakadami nilang subcategories. That's where taxonomy terms become more and more useful. Not just in use, but also in other industries like products or anything that you think of. So that later on, gusto mo i-click, gusto ko lang makita lahat ng bags. So click mo yung bags na taxonomy, and you will now have a list. In our case, gusto ko makita lahat ng sports-related articles, and now you have a list. Okay? Does that make sense? So let's try gawin na natin. I want to make a page in my website na puro lang sports, puro lang articles. Okay? So let's try that, okay? We're gonna connect this now with that, the taxonomy term. So I hope you were able to connect. Later I'll give you time to build this, but just let me just demonstrate it for now. So, guys, hindi nyo, for now pwede nyo kasi magawa doon na, di ba natin ginawa kanina articles 250, wala pa yung taxonomy. So, sir, edit mo ba lahat sa isa? No! Ulitin ko na lang, I'll delete every article and I'll just recreate them. That's what I'll do for now. But, I'm telling you, there's actually a way to bulk update your content. There's a way, okay? I'm just not gonna show it today, but there's a way, ha? So don't think na hindi pala kaya, but there's actually a really good tool to do that. Okay, so ulitin ko yung aking content generation, and this time, because meron na akong field that has article categories, I'll generate all my articles para gumamit na siya ng field na yun. Randomly, it will assign to sports, fashion, so as long as the taxonomy terms. I'm gonna do that. And this time, I'm gonna run articles 50. I'm gonna check delete all content para burahin nyo lahat and have a fresh set of articles in my development side. So I'm gonna do this, comments, 3 comments, and generate. This will give me some leeway. So while this is running, you can also try to catch up with me, make your own article taxonomy term, and let's go back on making them all generate. Okay? Uy, bilis pala, mabilis. Okay, let's create content. Let's check kung nag-create nga siya ng article na may content. Ay, ng taxonomy term. Food. Yan. Okay, good. Ayan, no? Nakita niya, no? I now have content na may categories. So, it's automatically assigning stuff. So, I'm happy because meron na akong content. All I need to do is double check ko na sana kung lahat meron kasi parang dami 50. Maniwala naman tayo sa kakayahan ni Drupal na nangyari. Okay, so I'll put this category sa taas na para lumabas siya. Okay, so I'm gonna save this and let's check that list again para lumabas. Let's see. There you go. That's good, huh? So I'm sure na every single article now has categories. Okay, yun yung ginawa ko ngayon because we made that. Okay, so ano yung sabi ko kanina, para Lazada, I want to see all the articles about food. Okay? Sabi ko gagawin natin. Actually, I made a joke. Wala tayong gagawin actually. Because whenever you create a reference term, automatically, can you see that? The link. If I click the link, it's now a page that actually shows everything about food, everything about everything. Okay? So that would actually go with all the other terms like yung si sports, si kailangan niya may gathering kaya. Okay. Actually, taxonomy term is everything here. So if you actually build that article with a proper set of taxonomy terms, yung promise yun na kailangan gumawa pa ng page. No, it's already covered by default by the Drupal taxonomy term system. And what it does is, as long as you have a taxonomy/term, if you visit that page, taxonomy/term, it will show everything. Okay? Yeah. Okay ba? So now you try. So I'm giving you just, meron pa akong 7 minutes before the last topic. So just please create a taxonomy term and use the build generate just to demonstrate that you can now create a group and set of pages that is ordered and grouped by taxonomy term. So kahit mga 5 term lang, and then just keep at it. Just try one, build one, and see for yourself that it's already built automatically.
Or no, since
Meron ka ba kailangan gawin na list this? Sino dito yung send mo lang pala dito na? Ako kanina 7 o'clock. Kapatuloy pa lang.
So
Okay, don't rush. That's plenty of time to create terms.
Isa-isa, padala.
Or, baka nahulaan nyo rin yung Easter egg, pwede rin kayo mag-create ng taxonomy terms through Jebel. Oo. Kaya, baka nahuli niya.
Kasi may number motion. Second problem ko sa yung install ng
Gagawin na ng laptop sa may battery.
Sir, hindi kasi yung mga videos.
Lalisin mo na sa
So, hindi ko na yung budget sa
Yung latest version na example. Yung latest version, medyo mataas yung number limit mo sa maximum execution line. Yung mga old version ng isa, talagang may problema.
Kaya, mo-relate sa mga
Beta error.
Yes, sir.
Pero lang sabi sa inyo.
Unang error ko.
Di ba yun yung ganun dapat?
Parang solution. Tapos, pag-using ng
Ano yung sa number 1?
Okay. Any questions, guys? Raise hands, please. Yes.
For example, parang
Question.
history na
Ayaw ba i-share sa ano?
kasi ayaw
Yes. Pwede yung mga
ayaw kong gusto. Yan ako ng tanong pa sir.
Dahil sa mismong content.
Tapos,
Iba yan din na password. Magpapakanin sa camera. Kaya ano siya.
So kasama yung sila boss, wala na rin silang trabaho.
kasi hindi ko rin alam
Mayroon tayo isang article sa tapos hindi na article meron mas yung case applicable din. So may purpose taas. Sorry, I meant akala ko yung sa good analysis play ng field article is article content type content type put the configuration sa pinaka kung pa-na-add yan kasi sige, suppose na manage field
parang 3 to 4 years experience.
Ano na yun?
Sa akin, kasi
lagyan mo lang ng link para okay.
Yes! Yes, yes, yes.
Ito kasama ka rin dito.
kasi sa ano, generate kami
Ay, yung leaders yun.
tapos ngayon ko lang ang yung para yun sa
So guys, ulitin mo lang yung process about taxonomy terms very quickly. So how to create taxonomy terms? You go to structure and say merong taxonomy na menu. And from there, you're free to create how many vocabularies you want. Create fruits, create plants, some vocabulary. And once you do, a vocabulary is not yet useful unless you connect it to an content type. So you go to your content types and manage their fields so that you add a taxonomy term in your content type for use. So in this case, you add a field and then you look for reference taxonomy term. So under the taxonomy term field, once you select that, you'll be able to put it as a field. And then just save it until you can select what its source taxonomy term. There you go. So meron ka ng checkbox na kung taxonomy term na nalalabas yan pag pinili nyo is tags, use, root, or plants, etc. Right? And once you do that, you've connected it. All you need to do now is use it in a way where you will put it in a display. Once you add an article on let's say sports or fashion, automatic na yun. They will display accordingly. You don't actually have to develop another page that would actually display blocks. Wala nang gano'n. It's automatic in the taxonomy term system. Okay? So just a bit lang, in your content display, the last thing I made was to show is above the content para naman lumabas ko sa taas ng article. And thus, the result of the content, if I view it, here it is. Your article has food category, and it is a link that if you click, it is a page with all the related articles tagged under that same taxonomy term. Okay? So, pause muna. Pause. Kasi I was waiting for someone to ask this. Sir, ba't ang pangit kong URL nakalagay taxonomy slash term slash 6? Ano? Napangitan din ba kayo doon? Napangitan pa kayo? Parang natin ako nakasulat yan slash food. Tama? Kasi di ba? Now, this sounds familiar, no? Para natin ginawa na yung load slash 6 naging about. Can you remember? Path, correct. So the question now is there a custom path for taxonomy terms? Sinabi ko kayo sumagot, and now naunahin na ako sumagot. Very good. So congratulations! Edit yun! So in your vocabulary, every single term has actually a field where you can modify. So yung URL alias, any term, you can have. So kung i-search ko dito, adventure in food, lalabas na siya. Yan. So meron na akong page na adventure. Right? So page na siya. Di ba? And you just use taxonomy. And bakit yung kaninang food, wala pa? Obviously kasi hindi ko pa na-modify. So here, it's still blank. So if I change it to slash food, and I'll fix it. So adventure and food. There you go. Okay ba? So ilang page na nagawa nyo because of just taxonomy? X times number of taxonomy. Right? So there's an article that actually that. So in some teams, they use taxonomy terms even for grouping lang, not necessarily making it as a vocabulary. So for example, they make a taxonomy term called featured page, no? So that pag lahat ng articles na naka-click sa article na featured page, lalabas sa homepage, may ganun term. So it's not really standard, but it's a way of using it. No? So you can actually use that. You can create a taxonomy term called featured articles, and you can group them together so you can put it sa sidebar or go on a bagong page. So a taxonomy term is one way of grouping things through vocabulary. Okay? Okay ba? Sige. So before we end this, because na ako ng Lazada at when in Manila, I wouldn't end taxonomy terms without running menus. And the reason why is because parang ang ganda siguro kung dito sa about, home, diba? Lalabas na dyan yung food, adventure, Parang tayo in Manila. The question is why? Or the question is how pala. Gano'n lang yun, diba? Parang hindi lalabas yung about us doon sa menu. Merong menu din na katabi ng path. Pero problem, wala. Wala, di ba? Oo, akala niya meron ulit. Oo. Di ba pala? Tama? So, ang sagot? Module na naman. No? Sige. So, I'm just teasing you. So, what I'm telling you now is, if you now have all of this content, custom taxonomy terms that you want to arrange for your site, your structure, we actually skip one part of structure that's really important, that is menu. So if you go to structure, ayun o, menus, diba? I-skip natin before taxonomy. So, menu is actually, the term suggests, list of links, menus that you actually place anywhere in Python. A menu is also a block that you made. So pag gumawa ka ng isang menu, it can be a block that you can put anywhere in your place. And most likely, you put menu, na main menu, dun sa inyong block na kung saan dapat yun yung parang header. Right? So, under structure menu, you have your main navigation as the default. So, click natin yun as edit menu. And to prove yun na yan nga yung ating main menu right now, you can go to your page, you see it? About home. And if you go to your edit menu, ilan? About home. Perfect? So we're on the right track. Good. So ulitin ko, if you want to change your menu, there's a structure, menus, ang entry, and ang default ng main navigation is main menu or main navigation. You look at that list of all the links that's available in your homepage. Yun yung default menu. Default na menu yan. Okay? Okay ba? So nakita nyo na, tapos na. So ang goal natin ay ilagay dito yung ating food, adventure, and so on. Right? Okay? Sige. So again, dito guys, you don't have actually wala kasi tayo dito mga menu path by default. So kaya we are going to do it this way. So to do that, if you remember now your configured term alias, you can now add links here. Okay? So you see yung ball sa taas, add link. So it is a path anywhere. Diba? So it will be a URL outside your website. Or syempre, mas gusto mo within your website. Okay? So add menu link. If you see it this way, you can add a menu link title. So dahil gusto ko na ilagay si food, like mo na food. And the link, ang sabi ko sa baba, if you want to type a title of a piece of content, it will show up here. Auto-complete yan. Di ba mayroon akong mga content dito na lumalabas? Dito. Even yung page na ginawa yun, lalabas yan. So yung meaning, try natin ha. So I'm gonna type here meaning. Ayun o, nakita niyo yun? Amazing! Lumalabas lahat ng nodes ninyo. So it means that you can put anything in your menus, anything inside your Drupal site. That's powerful. Now, ano gusto kong i-add? Food, right? Kaso, unfortunately, food is not an article, right? So don't be worried kasi if you want to use that, use the URL path I've mentioned here. You can also enter an internal path manually by putting slash and the URL alias that you made. So gawin natin slash food. It won't auto-complete, so don't get confused kasi the auto-complete is just meant for existing pages or existing nodes. But in this case, you can override that by hardcode or putting the actual path directly. Okay? All the eats you want, you can put a description para pag in-over nila yung mouse nila dun sa menu, para meron full dip, something like that. And you now press save. So you put the title, you put the link, path, so slash adventure or kung marami man slash adventure slash whatever, you press save. And once you do that, meron kayong about food home. Let's try this. Buksan na natin ang ating homepage. And there you go, about food home. Perfect. Pag kinig ko yung food, pumuntis. And all you need to do is just add all your menu with all articles. Kung pala yan hindi ka nyo or malalasada or whatever. Just make your own complex menus. Now, what if I want to make a menu link that doesn't go anywhere? As in, yung placeholder lang. Yung pag in-over mo, pag walang nangyari. Okay? So, what I want to do is create a placeholder in my menu. So, ang naman dito ay articles lang. So, articles. And, if you use yung hashtag, it will, yung hashtag lang, it will negate, it will go nowhere but that function. And I can press save. Now, bakit ginawa yan? Anong purpose niyan? If I go to your home page, it shows up there na hindi ka good, no? So, in some cases, use this if you are using yung hierarchy. If you want to do some hierarchy, hierarchy, what is yung hierarchy? I'm going to show you this. So here, I already have, ang muna si adventure, kasi maraming pa. So adventure, like that, and yan. So kita nyo na, yung list of articles, yung menu ko, I want to put them in order. And not just the order, but even the hierarchy. So I'm gonna put this here. I'm gonna put about articles. And sa adventure, imbis na drag pang as, I can drag. Alright? Alright? See that? So that when you create a tree of menu entries, it will automatically follow through. Yes. Okay. So, see how powerful that is? So, there you go. Now, unfortunately, in my theme na gamit ko ngayon, wala akong parang yung drop down. Kasi, that's for the theming topic later on. But, you know, di ba, so in-over mo dyan, parang, oh, meron na naman, di ba? That's a theming power, not for this. But, to demonstrate to you that it actually works, let's go doon sa structure block layout, and palalabas ito yung same menu doon sa may search sa gilid. Palabas niya siya doon. So, I'm gonna go to block layout, and I'm gonna put that menu there. So, place block. Ayan. And main. Ayan si main navigation. Ayan. Okay. Place block. And I'm gonna put this as save. Okay. So here, so to show you that it actually follows through, and pakita ko lang for the demonstration. And if I visit this, ay, ano yung word? Ay, wala kasi kung pasok. Dito na na home page, wala ka. So, I'm home, sorry. I skipped this part. Okay guys, so in this case, I made a menu for the articles page. Yan. Nakita niyo? You see it? See that? Sorry guys, what I'm just trying to show you is that the menu system can also follow na since I'm now in this custom page, pwede natin yung name ng page. So let's call this, let's say, news. And then, let's change this into news. Sorry guys. And let me fix my menu by putting adventure under news, food under news, and articles under whatever. Save it. Okay? Ayan, para lang mapakita ko sa inyo yung hierarchy. In here, see that? Nandun yung navigation nyo on the side?
Yes.
It shows hierarchy out of the box. Not just you modify your navigation, but you also modify even yourself of enabling custom navigation anywhere on your page using docs. Boom! Okay ba? I kind of mess up a bit there kasi I'm trying to do a demo, but nawala kasi yung picture earlier. But the important thing here is you actually, if you have to make custom navigation or menus, it's totally possible out of the box. And we're coming from simply the taxonomy, diba? That every taxonomy has its own page, has its own group, and then you want that to appear as a page and on your side it's actually possible. Okay? So babalik na siya sa gusto ko una, yung magkakasama lahat dito, about, venture, okay? And pag magkakasama sila ng hilera, marami na tayo yung entities. Okay? Okay ba? Okay. Sige. Now, for our last topic, na sila. Sa last topic na. Probably I'll just extend it. Siguro mga 10 minutes lang. Sorry guys. But this, for me, one of the best things that you should learn. Usually, yung ginagawa ko nila sa huli yung parang boom. Okay. I mentioned about views. Okay? Views. Okay?